So what I have here is two small hatchets, and I kind of like them both for what they are in their own way. One's a Camillus Hatchet and one's a Schrade, and I'm going to put them together and see which one's better, Schrade or Camillus. And for right now, we're just going to discuss how they are, and then we're going to test them. But first, let's discuss the sheath. The Camillus one just has a nylon sheath. If you can see right there in the corner, it's already cutting through, and I've only had this for a little over a month now, maybe 2 months. I don't remember. But yeah, it's just a crappy nylon sheath with a belt loop. It is cutting through, so that kind of sucks. It's got 3 snaps on it. And it does have like a plastic insert, which is okay, but I mean, it's already cutting through, so the plastic can't be too good. So that sheath kind of sucks. The Schrade, on the other hand, has a really nice plastic sheath. You can hear no rattle in it whatsoever. The belt loop on it is also plastic, and it's kind of a bitch of a belt loop, but it is a nice sheath. It has a big snap there, and it actually comes out of the top. So if you're wearing it on your belt, it won't slide out. So I gotta give the edge as far as sheath goes to the Schrade. As far as the handle goes on it, the Camillus one has like the ballistic nylon handle. I think it's a glass infused nylon. It's basically a really tough plastic, and they just got 4 bolts that they secure it on there with. And I don't know, I thought that the handle was gonna be kind of shitty. Don't know what I'm saying. I thought that was gonna be a pretty shit handle, but so far it's actually held up pretty well, and I've been using this quite a bit. But the Schrade's handle, it is shorter, so the Camillus does get more momentum, but this is all steel. It's all full tang, and it's got a TPE grip, so it's got a lot of shock resistant. And the handle on this one is kind of small, but it is very much nicer. It does have the shock resistant. It's all full tang steel, so this will definitely hold up longer. So as far as handle material, I also got to give it to the Schrade. So taking a look at the hammer on these, and the one on the Camillus one, look how thin that is. Now if you're using it just a pounded tent stakes, it'll probably do alright. I can't imagine it's going to be good if you're using nails or something and you got to hammer them in. It's so thin. It's kind of a shit hammer. They could have added a little more to it. As far as a weapon goes, though, that hammer is pretty effective. I do have a video where I smashed a 2-liter with that, and it just tore it to shit. You can go watch that, but I don't know. It's just such a really thin hammer. I just can't see it being too effective. The Schrade, on the other hand, has a really nice hammer on it. Really good for tent stakes. It would be good for nails as well. And I can't imagine using this as a weapon because, I don't know, it just seems kind of awkward. I don't really know any reason I would. I got so many other weapons anyways. This one looks more like a weapon than this. But, again, as far as the hammer goes, I gotta give it to the Schrade. So as far as the blade goes on it, this one is fairly thin, but it seems pretty solid. It's not too big, but this one is definitely sharper than the Schrade. It's a very thin, light, small blade. It does bite very deep, but it just doesn't have the heft for chopping, so I don't know how well it does for that. Now the Schrade does have a very nice size head on it, and this should do very well for chopping. Like I said, the Camillus is a lot sharper. This Schrade is very sharp, but this is much sharper. So I think this will be good more for like slicing or like using it for basically brush work like a machete. Whereas this will be better for like chopping small logs and stuff. And that's what you want in a hatchet anyways. So again, for the edge, the blade, I'd probably give it to the Schrade. And so far, just by looking at them, I'm thinking the Schrade's got every advantage. This is sharper and longer, but this is tougher, better material. And so far, the Schrade is kicking ass. But we'll see how it does in some actual tests, so let's go do that. So for the first test, I'm going to use the Camillus Hatchet. And I'm going to see how well it does on this sapling, which is actually kind of dead and frozen. So we'll see how it goes. Fucking bark. Look at that cut. It was pretty damn clean for something so dead and hard. Not bad. Now we'll see how good the Schrade does at the same test. It's almost the same thickness too. That does not want to chop it. This ain't doing shit. I just can't believe that Schrade wouldn't do what this thing did. But what I'm going to do right now is I got the one I did cut down with this, and I'm going to chop it a little bit, and then I'm going to chop at it with the Schrade, and we'll see which one does better at chopping. Try the little end. Not too bad. Let's try the Schrade. I really hope this chops better than it cuts, so we'll see. It'd be nice if I hit it in the same spot. Well, there you have it, I guess. Well, this thing definitely did better chopping the branch than this, but right now I got this little frozen pine log. I'm going to try to split it with the Camillus Hatchet, and I don't think it's going to do it, but we'll see. Holy shit. Just bit right in there, almost split it already. Wow. Holy fucking shit. So I'm just going to use the same log. Let's see how well the Schrade does at it. I cannot believe how well that Camillus did. Jeez. I get a better swing. Definitely bites in. Hold on, I could do a little bit better, because that was kind of a side piece. You can see where I was going for. Just that fucking easy. So in the end, what do I think? Which one's the better hatchet? Honestly, before we started all this, I would have told you the Schrade hatchet all day would outperform this. But once we actually tested it, this one was just kicking ass. Like when it came to chopping that branch into sections, this one just did slightly better. Slightly. This one was still doing it pretty well. I cannot believe how well this one was splitting logs. I did not see that one coming. This thing does not look or feel like it would split a log, and yet it did it easy. Now this one did it too, but I actually had a little harder time with this one. This one was just going right through it so quick because it's so thin, it just bites right in really deep and it cracks them logs really easy. So I still say this one's got a better hammer and made out of better materials, but just for the versatility, the lightweight, and the performance of it, I'm going to go with the Camillus one. The Schrade hatchet is a great hatchet, and it's a great budget hatchet. It doesn't cost a lot of money. Definitely recommend picking one up if you need a good camping hatchet or something, but holy fucking shit, is this thing a little goddamn beast. I am just absolutely blown away. Every time I use this thing, it impresses me even more. I'm absolutely shocked. So in the end, I'm going to have to give the win to the Camillus. The hammer sucks and the sheath sucks, but wow, this thing is an absolute fucking powerhouse. It works exceptionally well, and yeah. So that's pretty much it. I hope you liked the video. Make sure you hit that like button, and anything else you want to add, let me know in the comments down below.